Hi everyone, welcome to my 150 hours of chess. Today is day 6. Yesterday I started to add Italian opening onto the game, onto my learning progress. And I said that I'll take a look at Sicilian Defense before today's streaming and I'll show what I've learned. Because there's a game yesterday that I showed here that I really struggle. I don't know what they're up to. And other than that, I'll still do 20 minutes of tactic puzzles and then use the rest of the time play games. And let's start. Yeah, I would like to see. I did find the board editor in Lichess, so that's great because now I can just demonstrate because the other one that I used yesterday that I couldn't. In Italian is e4, e5, knight f3, attacking their pawn, controlling the center, develop the knight. Knight c6, protecting the pawn, controlling the center, and also develop the knight. Bishop c4, attacking the weak point here, potentially set up for the knight attack, and also control the center, develop the bishop. The defense the black could do is they develop the bishop as well to c5, which is like symmetrical, attacking the same weak point for white as well. And the Sicilian that I learned yesterday is e4, c5, and I remember I need to bring my notes up because I find that unlike Italian game, which have a few step in and actually focusing on developing pieces, Sicilian is quite flexible. It gives you a lot of options to go into different directions. It's just give a lot of controls to the people who is playing, but also that add a lot of calculating of where you want to go and what you're gonna do. So it is e4, c5. Good thing I remember. Black develop c pawn, also attacking the center, controlling the center. And the idea behind it seems like is they try to use the wings like not the center of the board to attacking the center of the board. And there are a lot of variations could play after this because Sicilian is really just like one step in. So I would like to look at the game that I have and see what did they do. I played e4 and they played e6 first, and then they played c5. In a normal like progress, order steps. It's transit into a closed variation, which means that it would be c4, and they will immediately play e4, and they will immediately play c5. And I developed the knight, which I should actually develop the knight f3 rather than knight c3. I think my idea was after they push the d pawn, my knight was still controlling and protecting. But the classic close variation would be knight f3. And then they could play the e6, preparing for the d5. It's also classic to push the d5 pawn to challenge the pawn on the side. But if they take, it's usually have the knight out that could take it. Yeah, I see they develop the knight to add pressure. I push the knight out, also add pressure. And that's probably the beginning. I would like to go through the close variation of the Sicilian. The close variation is e4, c5, and then knight c3. Wait for a second. White signal, they have no connection immediately open after. Knight c3. Oh. Okay. I thought to develop this knight, but actually the close variation, yeah, I remember it wrong. The close variation is to go knight c3 rather than knight f3. Interesting. And then knight c3 controlling this two space. Interesting. Another situation or like variation for Sicilian defense to go further is the open variation, which is e4, c5, still knight f3. Okay. Knight f3 is the open variation. And then d6, just support the pawn. d4, challenge, like adding pressure to the c file pawn. Pawn takes c4, and then knight take the pawn. Let me go through it again. e4, c5, knight f3, d6, d4, challenging. Pawn take d4, knight take d4. Complex. This is the open position. I think the reason the open is because after this, it's sort of open. And for the closed position, after e4, c5, knight c3, that is sort of not very open. Yeah. That's my understanding. Maybe it's not very it's very simple. Because this opening is very complex to me. It just have too much calculation behind it. I would still like to try though. I think for today and next Monday and Tuesday, I will try to use Sicilian Defense and see how that will go. And that's probably enough for the opening. I'm just gonna do the puzzling for today now. You can use your bishop to pin my queen. She can't move without exposing the queen. Can you pin and capture my queen? I'm in here. And then it's protected by my knight. A skewer means attacking one available piece so that another piece behind it gets captured. Can you force my king to move and then take my queen? Is that the move? Attacking the king. King have to go this way. But then if I drop to here, then the queen could directly capture me back. If it goes down to here, that won't change. I feel like it would be something that would move the king, and then my queen could attack it from this side. My king could go here. And then king have these two sides to go. And my queen could drop to here. I can't see an immediate move. I mean, surely it's not here, right? Yeah. attack one available piece so that the piece behind it get captured. My queen have to go behind the king, not directly facing the queen. And drop down to here and then do this. But also the queen could directly go this. My king will have to move. Or, you know, their queen. Or am I white? Oh, I'm white in this game. What was I thinking? You're in check. Can you block the check and review your own check on my king? I think that is... Oh, that's enough. Puzzle on chess.com. They moved the king because that was a check. After they move it, the rock is free. What was the last few steps? Knight took, checking it, they move, I move, they move again. There is a knight and the stew not showing me at the start. If you remember, like from 3 seconds, like 10 seconds ago, they didn't show this. So that's why I thought I could directly take it. Oh. I feel like it's definitely a bug. Protecting the knight. They do this. They have the knight here. Bishop. I could give them a check. They have to move, and then I can take their rock because they can't move it to here. Take my knight. They push the pawn up. Try to attack my bishop. They have a queen here attacking the rock and also sort of watching on the back rank. I've got a queen here. They have 2 rock at the bottom, a knight develop that could bring into the game. I also have a pawn here that is quite developed. So this is the immediate attack. One thing I can do, there are two ways. I can take it. If they take back, at least I have a safe square to go, because currently the only square my bishop could go would be a5, and a5 is under control. If I am doing this way with pawn take c5, pawn take c5, bishop move to a5, or like even bishop takes c5 again, then is also solving this issue immediately. Though there are a lot of tension here, which means if I take, that would be a check. They can take on either side. Then I develop my queen to here. King would have, I mean, it doesn't make sense for them to go h2 because that would be a checkmate. f2 would be more likely. They can trade to e1 or e3. With that, with my queen here, controlling this space, attacking these at the same time. If they go to, if the king ended up to go to e3, I can't take the rock, also can't take the knight, because king protecting it, rock protecting this. That would be a bit awkward for me. Queen could take here, attacking the rock, but also at that time I will be also losing my bishop. I think the bishop would be more sensible. They don't think that. Why not? So take, and then, well, I guess they can do this. And then I can start. Oh, if I do this, then the king would have to take on this side. So I can actually control which side the king goes. Somehow didn't came into my mind that I can control where the king goes. Let me go back a few steps to see that if they have any bugs that made me can't see anything I have. They developed the knight, protected by the king. The current situation is endgame, try to push pawn, develop, promote them into queen. What are they gonna do? Is that what they're gonna do? I can push this up. Oh, I think I can see. It goes here and here, take this pawn. And then push this pawn, take it. And then they would have a pass pawn. I guess I can try to move my king to prevent they go there. They can't go there to go there because that is blocked. No, that is not. There aren't a lot of steps I can go. Oh, push B foul pawn up, give them a check. They'll have to move. I mean, they could move this way. Oh no, they can't because of the pawn. They will have to move back. And then I can take the knight. Their pawn take my knight, because my knight was threatening the queen. Currently there is a tension here as well. If my knight take their knight, my queen will be exposed to a trade. And then my center square pawn will be exposed and their bishop as well. If they take me, I guess I can take this pawn. And then if they choose to take me again, I can't take with queen because the queen could take it. It's just having, I have 2 protector, they have 3 protector. I can push a pawn up, support it. They can directly take it. I can try to threaten their knight. Well, that would just be a trade. Doesn't worth it. I have 2 rock that currently not developed. A queen here protecting the knight. Center pawn protecting the knight. A bishop that is sort of controlling the center, but also not actually actively involved in the game. Bishop goes here. Knight take, then my bishop will be under attack as well. I'm gonna run to the bathroom while thinking about it. Okay, I'm back. I still haven't came across anything in my mind that I could do. I wonder if this will be a choice. Oh, knight take. Give them a check. Ah, I guess they can just move the queen to take it. Also get away with the being take. I need a hint. I'm gonna look for a hint. They still suggest move the knight. Okay, that is. Oh, here's. Ah, they control that space. I was like, oh, here's a fork. Definitely not here, because that doesn't give me anything. Not here. I imagine not here as well. If I goes here, ooh, that would actually fork the queen and the king. They take it. I get my queen out. And they can just take me with their queen, I guess. What is that? Okay, they are thinking that would be the case. I could move the bishop. Oh! Ah! I see. I take the knight. Queen could go, avoiding losing their queen. I goes here, give them a check. They take it with pawn. They can't move their queen. I can take their queen. That is, yeah. Yeah, it's fascinating. I'm gonna start to play games. Like I said, I will try Sicilian Defense. We'll see how that goes. I'm not very confident about it. I'm not black, so I can't. I guess in this case, I'll still do the Italian. Next for Italian would be bishop out. They get their knight out, attacking my pawn. I'm gonna get my knight out as well. Okay, that is not what I thought. I thought they would either develop the knight or get their bishop out. In this case, they try to control d4. I could take their pawn. I could develop the bishop. I actually like the bishop one more because develop one piece and also preventing they push the pawn further. And also attacking this square. For the next step, I could take the pawn, preparing to go to here, win a rock, and also take their center pawn. They get their knight out protecting. So in this case, I will make sure my pieces are being defensed. Develop the bishop, pin the knight, or develop the bishop to here. Well, I guess I can't take it because they are protecting it. Castle could be an option. I like castle first. If they push this pawn, I will push h5 pawn, but they didn't. They push here. I don't want to take it because I would just simply lose it. And going here is not smart. Going here is an option because it's preventing they push it up. And if they take, I can take with my knight. Or I can drop back to here. I like controlling the center. That would be a trade. I'm still controlling the center, and it's generally being protected. Next step, bishop out could be one. This is unprotected. Well, this is protected. They could push up. They get their knight out, attack my knight, or protected by the queen, protected by the queen, protected by the pawn. If they take my knight, I could take it with my queen and try to develop that. Or I can push the pawn up and attacking this pawn, or just push this up, preventing this pawn go further. I can take it. Well, I guess they can take back. Yeah. They move their knight. This is unprotected. I'm gonna go up and take it. Get my bishop out, attacking the knight after they remove the knight. I can get my queen here, watching this space, have the knight watch there. Get my queen here. If they take, I'll take back with my queen with a check. If they don't take it, knight take here, win the rock. They did see that coming. It's enough time for me to trade my knight. Here could be good. Here have the knight protecting it, so here would be good. This side here is also watched by the knight. Here watched by the queen and the bishop. It's just, it would just be a free things to them. I can still go here. They can take it with rock. And I can't take it with queen because of the king. Here have the pawn watching it. So I think this would be a good option. Next step, either develop my bishop or push the pawn up. I like the push h5 pawn first. That will give my king a escape square and also support my knight. I'm thinking, oh, I immediately have a check. It's not too bad though. They take, I take back with rock, and that is just a trade. And all the other squares, they can go. It's not worth it. I mean, they could go here, but I can just take it. I mean, knight take knight, bishop take knight, bishop take bishop. Sort of fair. And now in this case, I can try to move the queen here. They try to attack my knight. I can go to here, protected by my bishop, or I can take it with my pawn. They have a rock watching it, but also I have my queen as well. Because also if my knight dropped to here, then it would be more awkward for me to attack the king, but in this case, I can still try to do something like give them a check. And also that gives me a lot of options. They push it here. I can still use my king. I mean, now is really a good time to leave the skip square. I would like to bring more pieces into the game. So rook controlling the center square would be a good option. They're blocking themselves. What do you think it would be likely to happen? Not sure, but I feel like here would be a good place. Now I guess it could be good to challenge the queen. They trying to attack my rock or the pawn. Push up. Because if they take the rock can take back. Don't need to be too worried. And also, I guess at this point, I can go to here. Control the space. Let me just take. They could take back. And then I can just block them going further, also blocking the queen. I like the rock to go here. Yeah, they try to attack this. I could use this, or I can use this. Move the queen to here, give them a check. They will have to move the king because they can't, the pawn is pinned to the king. And then I can do something like that. Bishop here is watching the rock, so I can move this rock away. The knight here is controlling both of the squares. So king could only move to the h8 square. How to give them a check on this? File. Develop the bishop here. Well, in that case, I can't move the rook. Otherwise, this rook don't have anything watching it. But I can still put the bishop here, attacking the queen at the same time, protecting by my knight. Rook, take, pawn, rook, take. Wait, that could be actually a checkmate. Yes. Yeah, this is cool. If I'm black on the next game, I'll play Sicilian. Try my best. We will see how that goes. I'm nervous. I haven't seen this before. What should I do? They push FL pawn up, control more center. That's quite attacking. None of this is protected. Could get the knight up, but start attacking. But they can also push it here, and then my knight would have to jump again. Push the pawn up, protecting this. Oh my god. Why did I do this to myself? I'm stuck. Don't exactly know what to do now. Pawn out would be my thought. Knight out, protecting this, because I feel like they see me doing this. Pawn out would be another thought. Just clear the space. I feel like that's a good idea. They close the space rather than doing anything about it. Now I can't get my knight out because they're watching. This is also hanging. I guess I can try to get my knight out. Or push the pawn up, leave the square. Well, that would be unprotected. I'll get my knight out first. Another thing, push this pawn up, attacking the knight, protected by this pawn. They try to attack the knight. Not too worried. And then I can develop my bishop out. They get their knight out, potentially attacking all these, protected by the bishop, protected by the queen. I just want to push this out so that I don't want to lose my queen to a knight. Well, if that goes here, wait, no. Oh, good thing. I can do this. Now bishop is protecting it. Push up. Threaten to take this, and also my knight out, that even though I push further, I still can't do anything about it. So knight out, I could still castle. Bishop develop, I guess it's sort of blocking here. If I push it up, that would also open the space for my bishop to get the knight out, controlling center. And also this space. No. Welcome to the game, but also I can't read. Is that Russian? Yeah, continue back to the game, sorry. Well, what am I gonna do? Yeah, I was talking about creating the space for the bishop. That means I have to push it up. They have to attack. I only have one protect. I could introduce the rock in first before I push it, and then I can push it. Okay, they get their knight in. Before, so now not to worry about this place. Here my king could take it. Queen could take. Queen could take. Also could be nice to move here. I don't want to take it because I could just lose my queen. Another thing I could... Oh no, I shouldn't bring the bishop. I can bring the bishop up to here. Also adding more pressure to here. I feel like develop the bishop would be what I like to do. They push the pawn up. I could take it with my knight. Pointless. They are protected. Well, this one is not protected, but I can't get rid of it. It's very annoying. Push my queen up, attacking the rock. They could just directly castle. How can I get rid of this pawn? Knight goes here, and then could take it. But also it's watched by my bishop, by their bishop. My knight could also go here, attacking the queen, and this where or goes here, but it could just directly being taken. It can go here. Bishop could directly take it. I don't have a good idea. I could just push it up, threaten to take it. That will at least open some space for me. They jump back, attacking my queen. Queen could drop back to here, protecting all the space. I can't take the knight, unfortunate. So can I take? No, I don't want to take that space as well. Well, oh, this is protected. Yeah, that's good. I take, they move their piece to the center. They take, I take, you control the center, push this up. That could actually align quite nicely. Other than that, push this up. That could create some, I'll wait for them to take me and I can push up here. They close the space. Now it's fair for me to go there, I guess. Oh no, because of the bishop. I could prop them to develop the bishop. Try to do this, just add more pressure. Or move my, or I guess I can just push it up. Okay, they take, I take. I'm really down on time. Thank you. They drop the bishop here, attacking it. Oh, two pieces attacking it. Well, I do have my queen watching it as well. Attack the knight. Oh, that removed one. Oh, they didn't see it. We're just trying to remove things now. Push up. Wait, what did I lose? My knight. Oh. Fuck. They use their queen to protect it. Oh! I still watch it. If they push this, I take, they take, and then I could move my king first to prevent they drop, prevent they screw me. Because if they drop their rock to the end file, then my king would have to move and then they could win the rock. I guess if my king goes to here, they can't. Oh my god. Drop would be my opinion. I'll definitely run out of time. Oh, I could. This is my first time using Sicilian. And it's It's difficult because I completely run out of ideas about what to do after they've done what they do. I would be keen to review this game and see what's happened. Um, there are some points that I'm quite strong. I would like to go from the beginning. Classic first move for your opponent. Dynamic opening lead to competitive. They did F4, take more space in the center, like how I thought. Prepare to develop the knight behind the F pawn, but weaken white king side. They prepare to develop the knight here, so that would have better control of the e5. Before pushing in the middle. Yeah, so this is also a classic move. Knight out, supporting the center. Like I said, they develop the knight, controlling the center, protecting their piece. Because in my thought, I remember I was thinking about doing knight f6 for the next move. You strike the center, fight for the space, and control the center. Yeah. That is another move of mine. So it's close Sicilian. I would like to take another look of that. Then after that, they put the pawn up, making their, rather than taking it, they push it up, controlling more space, and also make their structure more robust. That is not a good behavior. It isn't a mistake, but there is something better for you. It's an inaccuracy. Why did I move that? I can't remember why did I move that. I remember. I was worried about the knight would goes here, and so that I have to use a queen to trade. So I push the pawn up, preventing this space. They think push the c pawn up would be better. Why is that? I guess it do add more pressure on their side. That is not very robust though, because they could just, yeah, this is a point that I don't quite understand why. Like c5 pawn push up. I mean, this is still protected. This, I guess, could be protected by the bishop a6. And this pawn. Okay. They play knight d6. You're able to capture a knight and win material after the follow-up trade. I have a trade here. Did I do the trade? They suggest to develop the knight. Yeah. They push the pawn up. G4 is a mistake. Why is a mistake? I can't see why it is a mistake. They suggest to open here. Well, that sort of give more flexibility for the bishop. But I can't see why here is a mistake. I guess the knight could take it. Though they can take it with pawn, or they can take it with the queen to develop it. I was thinking about getting rid of this. That is the worst idea, apparently. That is also a miss. Your best move was to attack the pawn chain. Rather than here, because I was thinking about getting rid of the f4 pawn, but also afterwards, I realized jumping my knight to here, attacking it, though they do have a bishop, that means I would lose my knight to a pawn. This move that I was thinking is actually pointless. They suggest to push the pawn up. Knight could directly take it, because that is, I remember another, like, I don't want to do this because pawn could directly take it, or the knight could directly take it. And I could attack the pawn chain, but they could also just drop the knight back and still protect it. And well, I guess I could push this pawn up, revealing the attack through the rock. Mistake. Create a pawn chain. Yeah. Add defender to the vulnerable pawn. They suggest to go here. They don't think I should push up, because I remember at this point I don't know what to do, so I just push a random pawn. They suggest to push here. Pawn take it, create another pawn line. Attacking my knight. I can drop my knight to somewhere. that will be protected by my queen. Directly take it. Here could go for a knight trade. Doesn't help either. Let's say that they suggest me to do this. Push to the center. I'm gonna take it with the pawn. Knight take e5 is the best. Knight take e5. Did they suggest this move? Well, e5 is not. So now it's the. I would probably go here. Your better option was to force the loss of castling, right? How can I force the castling, right? Oh, good point. I could go here. Because going here also give them a check. Doesn't make sense to use the queen to drop. So they might have to move either way. Here, and then I can jump my knight out, I guess. And then this is pinned. If they take me. Oh, I didn't realize this pawn is also pinned to the queen. Okay. So that would pin the knight to the queen. Yeah, try to give them try to give me a like attack my queen. Yeah, at this point I can just chip away things. You capture a free rock. The queen, the king would escape. And then I can drop to here or give them a check. And after, I mean, they do can move to there. Though if I do take it, they can take back with the queen, right? It's not free. And then the queen take it. That. Oh, that is used to introduce my rock to the game. They drop that back the queen. I think now it's time to give them a check. I mean, they could either drop the queen. That would attack two pieces at the same time. If they use the rock, only attack the queen, then I can drop my queen to here. attacking the king as well. And then I can introduce my knight, giving them more check. So yeah, that's actually a good point. In this part, I push up here because I don't know what to do. If I push it up to here, even though they could connect it, steer, like here is quite empty, and I can develop the queen to get them checked, and that give me advantage of castle, and they have to run, and then I can start to introduce more things. Yeah, overlook that part. This is a quite good game, in my opinion. Depends on what color will I be. If I'll be white, then I'll play Italian. If I'm black, I will try Sicilian again. C5. I remember the closed one is bishop, no, knight c6. Open one will be knight g6. They developed their bishop early, attacking here. I feel like knight out would be a reasonable choice, attacking the center. I should have flipped the board, because now I'm the black. I like have to rotate the whole map in my mind. They push the pawn up, supporting. Fair. I could push up here to give them attack. And also just make sure that I can get out. Well, I guess if I put the pawn there, I can't develop my bishop. Could get my knight out. That's another thought. Yeah, I'll do this first. And I'll try to develop the bishop this way. They are sort of attacking this line. I'm not too worried because the queen is watching. I reckon that I will still do this. If it end up take, there are two vectors now. Develop my bishop here. I think that's a fair choice, just to add another protector here. They take, I would take. They do have two watches. I wonder, should I just push through rather than actually take it? They take, I take. My next step, I think I will push it further rather than take this. Or should I? There is definitely tension here. They didn't take. If they're not taking, I feel like I would like to take. So now the center is completely open. Knight alt would be my thought, controlling the center. Castle is a good option. Make sure my king is safe. Quite like castle. My next thought would be just get the bishop out. Knight out first, protecting by this pawn. This pawn is hanging though. Thinking about they are both attacking here. I'm not too worried. Get my queen to here, protecting this pawn, and also pin the knight to the king. Next thought would be develop the bishop. Here could be a, so now they can take it. They take, I take. They can't take it with queen. Don't actually like that my king will be completely open. I'm thinking, what else can I do? Well, I can give them check. And if they take, my queen could directly take. If the queen dropped to here, I can use my rook to take. Knight move to here, attacking the queen. I really like they move to here, so controlling, they are currently controlling 2 open file. Feel like going to here could be good. Just control more center. I do have to be aware that a lot of my pieces is not connected at the moment. I do like to connect my rock first, just in case. Oh! How could I not see it? Oh. Oh, I feel so painful. How could I not see it? How could I not see that my queen? Fair. Good thing is that both of them is like protected. sort of fine. I'm gonna leave a escape square and could take it. They get their knight out. I can't develop my knight because it seems like all of the square is controlled by the queen. Get my rock out. They move one of their pawn to the center. Honestly, at this point, I'm sort of not sure what to do. After the queen move, I might get the rock to the center. I guess they can move it. How could I blunder my queen? Bishop is watching, so I can force them to take my rock and actually win a little bit back. Drop my king to here. Watched by my bishop. Actually, this is a passing pawn. It is more dangerous. Goes to here. Take. Endgame, pushing pawn now. I can take here. And then drop down to here. If they're gonna move further. And then pushing these two pawns. The good thing is that now bishop is controlling these two and here is blocked, which means that the king can't remove it. I'm just gonna doing this for now. Just try to control him here. and then so that as long as it push forward, I'll make sure I take it. Otherwise, I'll just push here. I'll push it up to here, protected by my I mean, I can take it. They can just take back with the king. I don't like it. Now the king could. Oh, I'm trapped. I didn't see this coming. They can just take it. Include my king now. No matter where they take, I will take that. And at least I guess I can protect this one. And then I'll start to include my king. Goes to here. They stop me from doing that. I guess at least I can try to. It's really not smart. Yeah, I feel like at this point it's very unlikely for me to win, because they are one rock up after this exchange. Interestingly, they didn't do that. I go to here. They likely to go to here. I still have time to take. If they push up, I'll push this way. Yeah. Feel like they are likely to just move. Okay, now I can't. Push up pawn. This is so painful. This is so painful. They could drop it here and then win the rock for free. Let me see if I can force a stalemate. So I'll basically do this. they didn't do that. I could give them a check. Don't know why. I feel like the most sensible would be goes here. Drop it to here, protecting it. Or drop it to here. Or I really don't know. Yeah, so now they're using the rock checkmate sequel. Okay, this is controlled. It's oh my god. I don't think I have another chance to review it. Oh. Is that a Sicilian? How do you read that? Attack. Curious about that opening. It's e4, c5, bishop c4. Okay. Wait. I've never seen this before. I can't remember. Let me check. I should have it in my note. No, I don't have that, but I definitely remember bishop c4. No, I don't have that. Okay, I guess here's another thing that I'm gonna learn afterwards. And they get the knight out, which is the Sicilian. And then what's happened? I got my knight out. Oh, it's so difficult without a review. Do I make any mistake? Well, I guess I will just play another game, seeing that I can't analyze it. I'm white, so I'm playing Italian. Next step. Okay, they are taking the same space. Call my knight out. Okay. That doesn't stop me from doing this. If they don't do this, I might just take. Or I could do this. Turn the knight. They could push up. I don't mind take it. Though they will develop the queen. Not too worried. I can develop my queen. I take. So now I can do this. And then if I do this, they can't take with the queen. Get their knight out, control the center. There. They try to attack my queen. Queen drop to here, protecting all the space would be my choice. Yeah, because if I take, they take my queen, also give me a check. I have to solve here first, and then I'm down a queen for a knight, and then they could just take my bishop here. So I'll actually be down 2 pieces. In this case, I will still maintain the pin. They don't like it. I will drop again. Yeah, because I was originally thinking about knight going here, with attacking their knight, and also if they trade, then I could take the knight. They move the queen to here. I would imagine they preparing for long castle, attacking here. I personally would think maybe push the pawn up. And then castle is the option. Queen is controlling at the moment. Bishop is not in use. they move to here, I think they try to attack my knight, which is not protected. Could move the queen up. To protect it. What else can I do? I might either here or here will protect the knight. I feel like here, so that at least my rock could connect it, and also I might have slightly more space compared to moving to here, which I am sort of blocked. And also not let my rock connect. I do have to be aware. Now, my knight is pinned to the queen. I can't move my knight. Otherwise, I might lose it. I would like to get my bishop into the game. But currently, dark square is quite blocked. Light square, I do sort of have this option, or goes to here, pin the rock to the king. Other than that, maybe get the rock onto the center, and also could protect the queen just in case I accidentally forgot about it and moved the knight. Yeah, I think. Oh no, I can't do that because the pawn could directly take it. Oh, I guess move the rock to the center. Next step, take it. They have one, no, they have 1, 2 attack. I take, they take, I take, they take, I take. I can win to, well, I can, being slightly up, queen take, I can take back with my rock. Feel fairly good. So I think no, it's knight first or bishop first. Bishop first, also attacking here, and here. Knight first could attack the queen. I think knight first would give me more control. Another thing I just realized, this pawn is not protected. Taking it could attack the rock here and also sort of controlling the center. We'll see what they're gonna do about the queen. They take, we currently equal. I could take them. Yeah, I take the queen, they will have to take it, and then I can take the rock back. If I take the rock first, and then they can't do anything about it, but then they take my queen, I can get my rock back. I would do the queen first and then do the rock. That doesn't have many immediate threatening. I like here. They did that. Move it to here, pin the knight to the king. And also, they don't have any protect at the moment. Next step, I feel like also we're approaching endgame now. Get it here. After get rid of the knight, get my rock here, protecting my bishop. They resigned. Was this game Italian? Oh yeah, no, that is not Italian. I've also seen those quite a lot, so I guess that would be my next on the list. Opening to learn. Okay, that's all for today. Played a few games. Learn and try to use the Sicilian Defense. Also played a few tactics. I'm still at the same ELO. I wonder how long will I stuck in this ELO. Other than that, yeah, I will see you next Monday. Cool. Thanks for watching today.